Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Precious, and I'm with my friend here. Say hello. The theme for this week is public transport. And before we begin, let us sanitize our hands. Let's rub our hands. And let's spread out. You spread out your hands so that they don't touch the person next to you, and you also do it in front as well. Remember to social distance and to wear your mask every time you go out. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about problem solving, fractions, addition and subtraction, and data handling. Let's now turn to page 9, where we are going to talk about problem solving, or we call them number stories. We have a story of our 3 classmates. We have Maylin, we have Nini, we have Romeo. Let's read the story. Marilyn, Nini, and Romeo are keeping score of the game they are playing. When a player wins a game, that player gets 5 points, which means plus 5 points. Okay, if a player loses a game, we write lose or loses. The player has 3 points taken away, which means minus 3 points. If it's a tie means they have the same score. Maybe it's 1-1 or 2-2. If it's a tie, each player gets 2 points. So it's plus 2 points. Okay. Let's now check our questions. We are going to do number 1 and 2. What does number 1 say? Each of them has 20 points to start with, which means Marilyn 20, Nini 20, Romeo 20. How many points do they have in total? It means 20 plus 20 plus 20. Okay, this is how we are going to do number 1. Let's now check number 2. Maylin wins the first game. Maylin wins the first game. How many points does Maylin have after the first game? We said a win is 5 points. So Marilyn will get 5 points. I now want you to do number 3, 4, 5, and 6, following what I was doing here. Thank you very much, grade 2s. Let's now turn to page 10, where we are going to talk about fractions. And our first lesson is on the fraction chart. This is our fraction chart, and on this chart, we are going to learn to name the fractions. We have our first part here, which is not divided. It's written 1 over 1, but we call it 1 whole. The second one is a half. Then we have a third. You must know how to call these fractions well. We also have a quarter. 1 over 5, we call it a fifth. Then we have a sixth, eighth, and tenth. That's all about the fraction chart. You must also try to draw it grade 2s. Okay? And grade 3s, you can use it for your revision. You can also draw it. Let's now turn to page 11, where we are going to color the fractions. I have my picture here. It's a pizza. This is a pizza. So we want to color 1 over 4. Which means my friend here will eat 1 part. This 1 part out of the 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't say 1 over 3. We say 1 out of 4. So we want to color 1 over 4. So this is what we do. So, like this, it will be 1 over 4. Let me do another example again. 2 over 4. It means we can also color here. Which means 2 pieces of pizza out of 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Okay. That's all. I want you to do the rest. You draw a circle. You show me the number of parts. If there are 2 out of 5, it means there must be another one here. Then you color the number on top. 2 out of 5. Okay. Now, let's move on to page 12. Where we are going to do a comparison of fractions, grade 3s, or we say we are going to compare fractions using greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay. Let me give an example. We have 2 out of 4. Then we have 3 out of 4. Okay. We want to see who is going to eat the bigger piece of pizza. So we color 1, 2. This one is 1, 2 pieces. And this one, okay. So this one will eat the 2 pieces and the other one will eat the 3 pieces. So which one is bigger? Which one will get the bigger piece? So 3 over 4 is the biggest. Okay. We now move on to the next example. We have our pizza here. My friend will eat 2 pieces out of 4. Okay. Then this pizza is cut into 8 pieces. And I'll eat 4 pieces. Okay? I can choose Okay. Or let me draw it again and do it on the same side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 8. If I shade, you see, the 4 pieces will give us the same size as this side. So it's equal. Okay. Thank you very much. That's all about fractions for today. Let's now move on to page 3, where we are going to do addition and subtraction of numbers using the number line. Okay. I have my number line here on the board. And we are going to start by subtracting numbers. And I'll do with you the first one and the second one only. So, our first sum is 17 minus 2. So we go to 17. Then we count 1, 2. So, 17 minus 2 equals to 15. Okay. Let me try 12 minus 6. We come to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our answer, 12 minus 6 equals to 6. So you do the rest on your own. We are now moving on to addition of numbers using our number line. Okay. Our first question is 3 plus 7. Okay. So we go to 3 plus, we are adding, we are going forward. Okay. 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 3 plus 17 equals to 20. Okay. Let me do one more. We can take here 9 plus 9. Okay. We go to the number 9 here. This is number 9. And we add 9 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the answer is 18. 9 plus 9 equals to 18. That's all about addition and subtraction of numbers using the number line. Grade 2s and grade 3s, remember to follow for your revision purposes. Thank you very much. Let's now turn to page 14, where we are going to talk about data handling. Okay. I have a picture on the board, and we want to start by naming the graph. Today, what we are going to use is called a bar graph. This is a bar graph, And we are going to draw the bars from the story which is given here. Let's read the story, and whilst we are reading, we'll be drawing the graph. During the holidays last summer, whilst traveling across Namibia with a bus, which means one bus. So this is what we do, grade 2s. We come to bus and we draw a line, okay? Then we join. Okay? I came across 7 cars at the roadblock between Windhoek and Okahanja. How many cars? 7 cars. So we look for cars here. This is cars. How many cars? 7. We come here. We draw our bar. Okay. When we reach the coastal town at Walvis Bay, I saw 3 boats anchored at the harbor. How many boats? 3 boats. Okay, we go to boats. We draw the bar. Okay. And I saw also 2 planes flying above. How many planes? 2 planes. The aeroplanes. Two planes. Okay. After the holiday, I took a train back to Windhoek. So it's 1 train. We come here again and we draw the bar. This is how you draw the bar graph. Then if you want, you can color or you can make lines. You can do the same to all of them. And that's how we do the bar graph. That's all for today's lesson, grade 2s. Thank you. Let's now turn to page 15, where we are going to do bridging. And our question is, complete the following sums, make the 10 to add. Bridging means finding the missing number. Okay. I'm going to do an example with you. We have 9 plus 7 equals to, then we have a box, and we have 2 circles. Okay. First, we want to add 9 and 7. 9 plus 7 equals to 16. Okay. Now, we'll take the 6 and put it here. Okay. Then, to get this number, we are going to subtract 7 minus 6, and we get 1. Okay. We come to the next stage where we now want to find the 10. 9 plus 1 equals to 10. plus we now bring down this 6. Okay, so it will be 10 plus 6 equals to 16. Okay, now I want you to follow my example and the examples given in our booklet to do the other sums. Thank you so much, grade 2s and grade 3s. Remember to keep on revising. Thank you very much for today's lesson. And before we leave, I would like to remind you to always sanitize. And remember to spread out your hands so that you don't touch the person next to you, and you also do it in front as well. Okay, remember to social distance, and every time you go out, remember to wear your mask. Okay? Before we move on to the next lesson, let's call our friend Zoshi to say bye.
What is social distancing? Hi everyone, I am Zoshi, and I'm back. It literally just means that you need to stay home all the time and keep away from crowded places. And remember to keep your distance from your friends too. Everybody stay safe. Yay! Till next time. Bye!
BBC's Smart Money program presents an exciting new technology segment dubbed Smart Tech.
Ghana have a problem of unemployment, also the problem of housing and schools under trees. Now Plus wants to use the problem of plastic waste to solve the problem of schools under trees, housing, and create more jobs for the youth in the country.
Bonjour. Hello, I am Saoudou Niang, director of the Palms Luxury Boutique Hotel in Dakar. I started by cleaning a toilet. Today, I am the manager of my own 5-star hotel boutique with 60 employees.
To give more people access to these life-saving vaccines, South Africa and India have proposed a waiver of COVID-19 patents, and the move seems to be gathering momentum after receiving the backing of the United States. But even if the patent waiver is indeed granted, can Africa manufacture these vaccines at scale?
Beautiful souls, this is Nikita Winkler, and I'm here to share easy tools for stretching that you can do just about anywhere. This is a demonstration, so what's most important is that you take the time in each position that your body needs to release its tension. In this session, we will stretch the hips. What you'll need are yoga blocks or books, thick books, or pillows, especially if you have tight hips. You can do this on a mat, on the floor, on a blanket, or even in your bed. Let's get started. So we're going to start on the floor with the soles of our feet together. I'm going to grab around the feet. This is a butterfly position. So in order to warm up the hips, I'm just going to flap the butterfly wings. And again, take your time. I'm going to lean forward. And here, again, if the hips are too tight, you can place your blocks, books, or pillows underneath. You might even feel a stretch in the back here. From this position, I'm going to take one arm right behind me, not too far from my body. The other arm, inhale, exhale, press the hip open. And come back to center. Change. One arm right behind me to lengthen the spine, the other hand on the knee. Inhale, exhale, press the hip open and back to center. Now we're going to lie down on the floor. And first, before I get started, I have to make sure that my body, my spine is in alignment. I'm going to just open up the neck area. And you can spend as much time as you need here, allowing the force of gravity to weigh on the legs to open up the hips. You can place your blocks, books, or pillows underneath the knees. And gradually, you can take the feet even further down and spend enough time in each position. From here, we're going to go into an internal hip rotation. I'm going to spread my feet to the side, lean the knees inwards. If you have a little bit more flexibility, you don't really feel the stretch, just take your feet even further apart to deepen this internal rotation stretch in your hips. From here, I'm just going to place my feet, and without repositioning the feet, I'm going to take my arms to the side, and then I'm just going to rock my legs side to side, keeping the upper body facing up, shoulders down. And then I'm going to stop on one side, take the lower leg over the upper to add weight to deepen the stretch. Release the leg and switch. Other side, lower over the upper. And back to center. Last part, I'm going to spread my legs as wide open as I can. And I'm going to just row the boat. So what's important here is that the knees don't lift off the floor. Make sure you row both sides. Keep the knees and both bum cheeks on the floor. Alternatively, you can just lean forward. You can hang out on the pillow. Take your time on the blocks or on your books. And that is it. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to breathe into your stretches and happy stretching.